Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in to our third episode of Talking Points. We appreciate if you've been watching all of them. We hope you enjoyed the last one. And we also hope you had a great break week. I know I did. I got a lot of rest done and I did go to the coast with them, so that was a lot of fun. So last time we left on a bad note. We were talking about poor experiences. So this time we want to start by talking about good experiences or, good class we've had, good teachers we had, or good things that happened in Vanier. Because it is a pretty good school. I don't know about you guys, but I enjoy it.
Yeah.
I really like it. Better than Dawson, that's for sure.
Of course, it's way better than Dawson.
I mean, I mentioned how much I hate going to Montreal and stuff, and the fact that Dawson
It's
is
on downtown.
It's in the heart of the city, so
I hate it. There's no parking, right?
No.
probably it's probably private. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on it. But
Don't quote me on it. It's a very artsy school, is what I've noticed. There's a lot of art programs over there. That's why a lot of people go there. But I just wanted the business administration program and the computer engineering program, so I picked Vanier. But anyways, have any of you had any good experiences in Vanier? Because I'm sure you have. Just which ones?
I'll start it off. Well, recently, it's not more of what Vanier gave to me, but it's like the volleyball community. I started about a year ago. They're very kind people, very welcoming, and that is probably the best experience I've had so far because I've met a lot of people, very interesting people. Some good, some terribly bad. But overall, it's a great experience, and you guys should also try joining clubs or do a sport. It makes college life a lot easier.
Are you in any clubs?
Technically, yes.
Same.
I just never went to it. It's the
Which one?
Filipino club.
Oh my god! Of course.
I just never participated in anything they did. That's
I've been to. I am in a lot of clubs. I was in the chess club, the tabletop.
I was in chess as well. I forgot about that one.
The tabletop club, the video game club, the anime club, the Dragon Boat club, and I did participate in some. I went to some video game events. I went to some anime events. I tried going to the Dragon Boat club. I don't know if you guys know.
What's that?
Oh,
I saw Sai, but what do you do?
Basically, those that sport where people get on a boat. It's like rowing and you go like that. Basically, it's kind of that. It's a little bit competitive. It looks like a lot of fun. I don't know what connection they have, but I think one of the students, one of the parents runs a business of renting that, and so they just give it to students for free. They let students use it for free, and so they actually go and train and do little competitions. Apparently, it's a lot of fun. Apparently, it's a lot of effort too. I wanted to go, but honestly, I never have the time. And even Cyril, shout out to Cyril. He's a president of the Giant Club, which is I recommend it. Well, I don't know if he's a president, but I know he's an executive.
Okay.
He's a vice president.
Yeah. He would tell me he finished school. We finished at 6, and then he had to drive all the way to wherever they go and stay there until 9, 10 p.m. Imagine that, dude. Imagine starting school at 8, going until 6, and then going to the Dragon Boat Club. Oh my god, that must be exhausting. Personally, I don't have the time for that or the energy.
and you live far.
Yeah, I live
But respect to Sai, he still maintains really good grades. So
does he?
yeah, pretty good grades.
I know.
Okay, okay. Do not.
He's a smart guy. But I agree with you. There's a lot of fun people that you meet at Vanier. I think that's the best thing about Vanier. Obviously, you meet people. You'll meet people anywhere. Shitty teachers, shitty classes. But a lot of nice people, honestly. Great experiences.
Yeah, and actually, I know we complain about the teachers, right? But teachers, their job is a part-time job, and you can make connections with teachers because they have companies. I know the insurance. One of my friends who's in insurance, she actually got hired by his teacher.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
and that's how she got the job. So.
Her internship or what?
Her
Or
job, her job right now.
Oh, her job. Okay,
Yeah.
I saw. I think I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
I saw she posted on LinkedIn. Yeah.
She got her job by the teacher, and you made a lot of connections with business teachers.
There you go.
They're good connections.
So it's no secret that I'm older than the average student at Vanier, right? I'm only 22 years old, but that's still much older than me. No, I'm 25. And I am older than the general, like the average student. But you do realize, because I was a horrible student in high school. I don't know about you guys, but I was horrible.
Oh.
You do realize,
I know that.
you do, like, oh yeah, failing classes, 60s, 70s max. Like, I was just really lazy, like really lazy. I've always been a smart kid, but for that reason, I don't study, I don't pay attention. And then it gets to a point where they evaluate you more on your like assignments than your actual tests. And then you don't do your assignments and you're tanking and barely passing, because you pass your tests, they'll pass you, but you don't do any assignments, nothing, and they just fail you. And because of that, I was a really bad student. But now that I'm older, like Alejandro said, there's such a big potential about like having a good relationship with your teachers, with other students. Like, you never know what kind of connections you can make, or references. Like, for example,
For friends,
we
have to give reference sheets for our
Mhm.
teachers.
Yeah, we needed 3 reference sheets from teachers to apply to the France internship and the exchange internship, right?
That's another good thing. A friend's internship.
Exactly, from the program. There's so many possibilities, but like when you're young, I don't know about everybody, and I'm not trying to say everybody, because not everybody was as immature as I was, but you don't pay attention to all these opportunities, all these things. You go to school thinking like, oh, whatever, this school is boring. I don't feel like paying attention or anything. Or I just go to school for fun, you know. I don't go to try hard.
I'm just here for fun.
But you don't really try for all of these opportunities, and you don't know what you're missing. I always heard from a lot of adults, like high school was like one of my best times, and I never understood why, because I was always like not interested in doing anything. But when you apply yourself, you do like Dragon Boat Club, even peer mentorship, which we can talk about later.
Case competitions,
Internships. You really expand like your network, like your activities. Sure, you'll have less free time to go home and lay in bed, but you get to experience a lot of new things and actually meet some really cool teachers. Like, for example, I've enjoyed most of my teachers. I think most of the teachers in business administration are somewhat on the younger end than the older, and they're all so cool. Some really funny teachers, like Ron. Ron is hilarious. I don't understand why people never laugh in his class. He'll be cracking up jokes.
Right.
He's like a stand-up comedian, and he'll crack a joke, and everybody's just like. And then it's
And then he makes a joke about it. He's like,
yeah, and then
everybody laughs.
exactly, and it's just me and like Mohammed in the back, like clapping at him, and he's just like, "Thank you guys for laughing at my joke." Such a cool teacher, man.
Yeah.
Such great experiences, honestly. And even peer mentorship. Sure, it takes time to do more things outside of school, but it's such a great experience. Like, does anybody know about peer? I mean, did you all guys have a peer mentor?
No,
Yeah.
not me.
Yeah, we all
We
had.
had to pick one.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
I
We had
think
to
in
pick
semester 1 you had
Exactly.
to pick
Business
one.
What the happened to you?
Watch your mouth.
Yes.
Yes.
Business communication.
Yeah,
We have like 5.
I think she's gone though.
What?
Who?
My peer mentor.
Yeah,
No,
but it
of
was only
course,
for like
they're
1-2
like third-year
semesters, man.
students.
Yeah, it
Oh.
was only for first year students. But
Yeah.
like, you had one then. Who was your teacher? Wait, for communication and research. Mine was-
Reza, the goat.
Okay.
Stavros.
Stavros. Oh, okay. Mine was Kevin.
I don't
Oh.
remember.
Oh, I think I had Marc-André.
Oh.
Okay.
Marc-André.
No, I had Kevin, and Kevin is actually the teacher that runs the peer mentorship program. And you could tell, man, like, I feel so bad because I remember it was peer mentorship, the people would come, present. And the first class, everybody's there because you don't know what the that means. So you go, you don't know if it's going to be like an evaluation or something. And you have these other students that, they're doing this for, like, they're putting extra effort outside of
They're
school
doing
time.
their slides.
Yeah, their slides, planning activities. Yeah.
Icebreakers, and nobody cares.
And nobody cares. Nobody pays attention to them. Everybody's just there like with like a sour mood, like a pissed off face.
Like, I don't care, I'm cool. I don't
Exactly.
want to
It's like you're so cool for not giving a like, wow.
Wow.
And I felt so bad, I remember. And the whole goal of a peer mentor is to try to teach new students around Vanier, like things around Vanier, tips and tricks, right? Like, we're all in our 3rd year. Most likely, if you're watching this, you're in your 3rd year, so you can print on so many different locations. You know, you can print from the website. You know where to park for free or how
The
the
IT
school parking works.
center,
The
the
IT center.
services.
Yeah, what computers have the accounting software that you need, because not all computers have that. But when you're a new student, you don't know any of this. And so it's difficult, right? Like to learn all of this. And it really helps to have like a peer mentor. Some people need more help than others. But I really appreciated that, you know, there's students that did that, and so I decided to do it. And I thought it was a great experience. I don't know if anybody else did it.
You didn't.
I was a part of it. I honestly had a lot of fun
So
doing
you were
it.
in my team. I love fun
Yes,
that
I was
get.
in your team, but I had a lot of fun doing it. Though I did do it for the benefit of having a star, which essentially
You didn't get to.
and yeah, essentially, like she said, I ended up not getting what I wanted from it because I didn't fill out an application. So I spent 60 hours around of free bénévole. Pretty much just to earn nothing, but it was still a very fun
You
experience.
said 60?
Earn experience.
Yeah, 60.
So
Plus.
yeah, so basically like you'll go home, you'll work on your slides on what you're gonna talk about, you make activities. Like I actually got Kahoot, and like I paid for it so everybody could play. Because if you have the free trial, not everybody can play. You can only have like 15 students or something like that. So I even paid for it because I wanted the students to have fun. You know, I try to add some jokes, like all the names rhyme, like Anita, Juanita, like you
And were
know.
there the students, were they like are good people?
My first
Or were
time.
they interested actually?
So I was a peer mentor twice. The first time the students were very involved. The second time they did not care. But it was full of classes. It was full of students. Sorry, that think they're like the top. If that makes sense.
Yeah,
like they come out of
yeah.
high school. I finished high school.
I'm just here for fun.
Yeah, I'm just here for fun.
Yeah, but you're acting like I was like them.
No,
No,
you're-
No,
for the West Islanders, they were pretty much hakais that did not care.
Anyway.
And so it does suck when they don't put effort into it. And then by the second and third class, nobody was showing up.
No.
Like nobody. Like I think the second class we had 12 students, and the third class was canceled because the teacher knew they were just gonna skip. And it's like it sucks, right? Because again, it goes back to the same point of like students. They're like, oh, just
Making
go.
an effort.
Exactly, no effort, no nothing. But like he said, there's benefits for both people. Them, they can get to know more about the school, secret spots, like the nap room. I don't know if anybody knows about the nap
Yeah.
room here. Yeah.
I showed you to the that from to you both.
I knew
Do
since
you remember?
I knew since the first semester because I asked my peer mentor. Do you know what the nap room is? Yeah, it's for the people that don't know. It's a room at Vanier that's still there. You can just go there, and they have like these like couch kind of bed thingies, and you can just sleep there. And there's no like time limit or anything. There's almost never any spots open, but it's so comfortable, especially for somebody that like me that gets there super early and out. And I used to have like sometimes like 4-hour breaks. I literally just go there, put my
And just
earbuds in,
nap.
and just sleep.
And they put music.
They
Like the
put
sound of the waves and music.
And it's all
comfortable.
dark.
Yeah, it's comfortable. It is comfortable.
It's really nice. It's really, really nice. And the benefit that we get is we get star hours. So what is a star hour? Whenever you complete 60 hours of volunteering, you can apply for a star hour, which is a document that he had to fill out that he didn't. And all the star hour does is show on your transcript. You never see it. You get like a certificate on Mayo, but like you never actually like have anything printed out. It shows on your transcript that you have a star hour, which means you did those 60 hours. And when you apply to uni, they see it. And so a lot of the times in uni, it's important to show like that not only you had good grades, but you were also involved, right?
And you did something else than
Exactly.
the average student.
Exactly, like that you're putting in more effort, that you're gonna be a committed student.
And it can be anything. Because I
Anything.
didn't apply for the star because I was like, why would I do it? But I did my volunteer in online as an interpreter, Spanish English for the Jewish hospital. It was
Oh,
really
wow.
good. It can be anything.
Mhm.
You can go clean, help, just whatever.
Yeah, or like during the when new students come, what do you call that? Like
Open house?
Open
Open
house.
house.
I also volunteered on that, but
Yeah.
for peer mentoring. Didn't get my I still didn't get that star, but yeah.
and just to say, like, it helps you. It can make the difference, especially if you're applying to JMSB, where it's very competitive. Even though as 3 years, like as students from like a 3-year program, we have certain advantages since we're already taking some of the classes that are taught at JMSB. it's still very competitive, and it can make a huge difference having a star hour. Like definitely.
Are you guys going to uni? Are you,
Huh?
who's going to uni?
I'm going to
You're
uni.
going to uni. You're going
Yeah.
to uni. You're going to uni.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Going to
applied
uni?
already.
Depends where life brings me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know. Good to know.
I applied already, but who knows if I'll get in. I hope so. I mean, my grades are there, everything's there. But it's always the stress
Your
of not
star?
getting accepted. My stars, 2 stars actually.
2 stars.
2 stars. And 2 Dean's Honor Roll certificates. I like flexing on the podcast.
I noticed.
Oh, I didn't get none of that, but hey, congrats.
Thank you. It's okay though, right? Because like after Vanier, you plan on going to uni for fun too, or not really?
Like I said to her, it depends where life brings me.
Okay.
If I have to
If you
go,
get your job from your internship.
then yeah, I have no reason to go. If go to uni, if I get a job from the internship we're about to have in like a month, yeah.
Did you? Wait, did you? Who has an internship class right now, Stash, besides us? You?
Just on.
No,
Just not
Tommy does not.
Just not.
Did you guys find an internship yet?
We are waiting on me and Harry are going to the same company. We're waiting for the answer from our teacher to get his connection to respond to him to whether we could have a spot in their company.
Okay. And what's the company? If you don't mind
So
me
so it's like this tech company from the West Island. It's like $1 billion. It's like worth $5 billion or something.
asking? Yeah,
What they do is like they do like these computer parts, and they just specialize in producing parts. And what we would do there was basically go market that. Also, there's also like he said it himself, but for the internship it would have to be something purely marketing. But like he said it, like if you were to stay there or whatever, then maybe you could switch over to like something in sales or whatnot.
Yeah, which is what I'm trying to do because I'm not a really big fan of marketing, but I do love talking to people, interacting with people, so I enjoy doing sales.
Yeah, 100%. I also don't fully like marketing, but I took it because it was the easiest out of the 3 programs at Vanier, you know? Pretty sure it is the easiest. I don't know.
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
accounting and finance are much harder.
Yeah, for sure.
Insurance should be- yeah.
And even the teachers. I know one of the teachers in accounting. I'm not gonna say his name,
His.
but god damn, man, every test, every assignment I had with him, it was always like the class averages were like 40, man, like horrible.
Oh, I don't know.
You guys don't know that teacher?
We're gonna beep it out.
No idea.
Okay,
No
well,
idea.
he's a super nice guy, but goddamn, his classes were hell. And anybody that was in his class, same experience. And he's an accounting teacher, if I'm not mistaken. So you get a lot of classes with him. It's really bad. I feel bad for the accounting students. I always see what they're doing. They're always like struggling.
Oh
this is-
yeah, I think I do know him.
yeah.
I didn't have it, but I remember I had some friends in accounting
Yeah.
that had it for personal finance,
Mhm.
I think. And every time the group chat would just be blowing up saying like, "Fuck this." Yeah.
Fuck this guy. Yeah. Yeah, it was really hard. It was really difficult. Yeah, I had him for personal finance, so that might be a giveaway to a lot of people. That's what I'm talking about because he's like one of the only 2 teachers that teaches it. And god damn, man, his classes were impossible. Impossible.
Did you learn anything for personal finance? Yeah, me
No,
neither.
I can't remember.
Not
We
even.
had the same teacher.
What?
We had the same teacher.
Oh, yeah. Did not learn jack from her.
No, but I'm
No.
telling you, that course would have been the best course
It was good.
in the whole program
Yeah.
if you're getting taught by the right person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would have been so useful.
Yeah.
Actually,
Honestly.
yeah,
That's what I'm
for your
saying. Like
finance.
if you still have access to the slides, I would say keep them.
I just remember that they
Okay.
said tax evasion is bad. That's all I remember.
That's
And
like
a lot
every,
of
that's
chat-
like every
No,
accounting
you
class.
actually get that like tax-free saving accounts,
Yeah,
GIC.
the RRSPs. They explain every
RRSP.
single
Oh.
like
It's
every
good.
I
single thing.
remember.
I paid
And
attention
how to
for like the first
maximize
month.
the value
like,
of everything,
Mm-hmm.
as well as like how to save,
how
as
to
well as
save money,
that calculator
how to
thing.
pay a loan,
Yeah,
the calculator.
even the calculator,
Yeah,
especially
the
the
formula.
calculator.
especially the calculator. If
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, like, I'll be honest, for our teacher, like the calculator part was like kind of like iffy. It would just be like, just do the assignments online and we'll see where it goes.
Mm-hmm.
But if you know how to, I mean, if you're going to uni and you're going into finance, you're gonna have a tough time if you're gonna do well in
yeah.
that class
Oh,
because that's all finance is gonna be. You're gonna
Yeah.
be on that calculator 24/7. So if you know how to use that calculator, it does everything from
Yeah.
calculating
Everything,
interest rates to the years, the loan term. Everything is on that calculator.
Mm-hmm. And again, a lot of people would say, "Oh, but that's math. Why would I need that?" Like that same mentality. Like, you know how important that is when you're trying to buy a house,
Yeah.
when you're trying to buy a car. Like, it's such important information that you should know.
Mhm.
Like, it's what people complain. School never teaches us this.
They
We
don't.
got taught all
Credit
of that.
cards, debit card,
Yeah.
everything.
Like, how do you do your research for credit cards? I don't know if you guys had that project, but like comparing your credit cards.
Yeah,
It's such important information.
yeah, that's a good one.
And then there's people that I saw using AI for everything, and it's like,
Damn.
all right. Imagine a teacher watches this and uses zero.
Hey, yo.
Very fast, you're fine.
Too late. Too late.
Yeah, and I also like the fact that there are a lot of like practical classes, like the negotiations class where
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That one is a lot of fun. I'm enjoying that a lot.
Yeah, me too.
I'm having a tough time keeping up with everything, but it's still very fun.
Yeah. So Rob, if you're watching this, we love your class.
Yeah.
Keep being awesome.
Yeah. Why did you do the flinch? She did the flinch. I don't know if you guys saw. Why did you do the flinch?
What would it do? Is that my teacher's good? I have Mark Andre. He's a good teacher. It's just the students. They don't want to negotiate. They're like, oh yeah, we'll do whatever.
Oh, that's
Hop,
the
hop.
worst.
That's
Yeah,
the
no,
problem.
we have a similar problem as well. It's just that some
The
people are
students
like,
are the bad
yeah,
part.
because there's some people who are like actually trying, doing research, being reasonable, which is like
Yeah.
the first thing that they teach you is like you can't go in being like, oh no, I'm not budging unless it's this, you know. That's like the first thing they teach you, and then there's still people doing it.
Yeah.
And at that point, you just have to like kind of bite your teeth and move on. But
Or they plan on like just lie.
yeah,
Yeah.
Lie during the presentations, during the negotiations, and that it always goes back to the same issue. People not
People are-
caring. People not caring, man.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And that also reminds me of the fitness classes. How like most of the people in fitness classes don't want to do anything.
Yes.
Gym classes.
Yeah.
People don't want to do anything.
Guys, don't ever take a gym class with just like this one sport, specifically one sport, especially volleyball.
No, I did. It was so good. All my Bible
I
classes
only
were
took
really
one.
good.
and it was
I
good.
took 3.
I took 3 also.
They're amazing. They were the best classes.
My first class was good. My 102 and 103 was horrible.
For
No
me,
one
it
was
good.
moving. It was just Eto and me.
I wasn't even in your class. I
Yeah.
just
Yeah, he was joining our class, and like we were trying to play together. Of course, the teacher, Mrs. she just separated us completely, and she would put me in the worst team ever. She's like, "Tommy, I'm keeping you for last," and I'm staying there. I'm praying she doesn't put me in that one team. She puts me in that team.
I always had the same teammates, so I had no issue there. I don't know why. But
Anyways.
I had one teammate that I hated.
he knows.
No.
He's staring
He
at
knows
you.
what I'm talking about.
He's
That's
staring
fine.
at you for
But
a
you maybe
reason.
forgot.
What do you do
He's
for
staring
gym?
at you for a
I only
reason.
took one gym. So
I know.
That's
Yes,
the-
you know, Tom.
Yeah, that's the reason why I need to take an
Take an
extra.
extra semester.
Yeah, because you can't do the 3 without the 2.
Stop!
No, but like,
Fucking
why do you take? Why don't you take intensives? I took an intensive. Wait, one second.
Oh, now I know.
Yeah, now you know.
Completely forgot about that.
Okay, so why don't you take intensives?
I couldn't.
You couldn't? Why
I
not?
couldn't. There was.
They don't. No,
It
nobody
always
goes.
goes back.
Tommy,
Stop.
you're saying?
One conversation. Yes?
Yeah,
So why didn't you take any intensives?
because when you take summer or stuff, it always starts off with priority. And when I was trying to get in, there was only like one section, and most of the time the people with the priority always got in. And the one time I had spaces, it was like the stuff like where you have to go on a Saturday and you have to like pay $300. I'm like,
Oh yes.
yeah, you got me
Like
fucked up.
camping.
Yeah, I'm not doing that, bro.
I actually did one,
Oh.
which
Intensive?
Oh.
Oh.
I mean, I'm kind of outing who it is, but like hopefully they never see this. But it was a class where there was a lot of walking. That's all I'm gonna say. And we also had to go on Saturdays. And actually, one of the Saturdays we had to walk all the way from Vanier to the Olympic Stadium. So it was a
What?
crazy walk. Yeah. It was crazy. It was crazy. It was crazy.
Oh,
It took so long, and I remember there was this girl, and she was a tiny, tiny girl, like super skinny, super short, and she had her backpack because you needed your water and everything. Like, just a third in, she could barely even lift her feet, and I'm like, are you okay? Like, do you need help? I'm okay. It's just my backpack's heavy, and I'm like, do you want me to carry your backpack for you? No, it's okay. And then 10 seconds later, actually, can you carry my backpack? And I'm like, sure. I'm like, how like heavy is her backpack? I grab it, bro. It was like empty. Like the girl was dying, and I felt so bad for her because she was like this size, man. She was like tiny, and I felt so bad. Yeah, but like it was a heavy walk. But
that's what you do. You just walk.
see, I recommend that. Yeah, it was that. It was called winter urban walking.
Oh no! During winter too?
During winter.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's why. It was fucking cold. Yeah,
the
yeah,
people
yeah,
we
yeah.
see at the G building,
Yeah,
equipped
walking.
and stuff.
Yeah, that was us. That was us. But like honestly, it's a very simple class. The only problem is there are a lot of assignments that you have to do like really quickly. Like every week there was like 2 or 3 assignments. And it was heavy, but like you're done like a third into the semester. The only problem I would say was the teacher. I'm not gonna say name, but like if they're watching this, they know who I am, or the people that have taken that class know who it is. But I had a big problem with this teacher. So one of the assignments you were supposed to do kind of like a workout routine. You could put if you wanted it to be like salsa or yoga or like you know those like 80s kind of dances where they have
the guidelines.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Frequency, intensity.
Yeah, but you guys know that dance that they used to do in the 80s, like headbands and purple colored like jumpsuits and stuff,
Yeah.
aerobics or something like that. Anyway, so that's what we picked, and we were doing that.
Oh.
And we put so much effort. We even like got like costumes that fit the theme and everything. We put in so much effort. And I was with a guy and 2 girls. And those 2 girls were Quebecois. And the guy is those kind of guys that like just tends not to complain, like ever. Just like stays really quiet. And the 2 girls were Quebecois, so they didn't speak the best English. And after you finish, you would go outside with the teacher, and the teacher would give you your grade. So we go outside, and she's like, "Oh my God, this was amazing! This was amazing! This was amazing! This was amazing! This was amazing!" I think we were like the first team. Oh, super good, super good. Yeah, so 68. And I'm like, "Excuse me?" I'm like, "Excuse me?" Like, but like, it was yeah, but you made this mistake. Yeah, but like, I understand we made mistakes, but it's not that much. But I stopped myself because I didn't want to like argue too much with the teacher, because people that know me, I have a very strong character, and I've had a lot of bad experiences with teachers because I talk back and I don't stay quiet, so I try not to anymore because I always get myself into trouble. Always.
Yeah.
But the 2 Quebecois girls, they were not shy, they were telling her, but they didn't speak the best English. So they're like, yes, but with the, no, but you made a mistake. No, yes, but with, and she was just interrupting them.
So
And so I got annoyed, and I'm like, yeah, miss, but like, they're not saying that. They're saying this. But like, you know, they just aren't able to say it. But like, this is what they're telling you. They're asking you about this. The teacher looked at me, and the only thing she said is, Caesar, I don't like your body language right now and the way you're talking to me right now. Are you trying to intimidate me? And I'm like, excuse me, what? I don't like it. You're being very aggressive. You're intimidating me, Caesar. You're intimidating me right now. And I told, yeah, she straight up told me that.
I'm fucking 18, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my God, intimidating.
Yeah.
A teacher.
And then I told her, and I'm like, whoa, like, really, you think I'm intimidating you? Yes, Caesar. No, miss. And I literally told her this with this same tonality because I didn't want to make it worse. I'm like, no, miss. Like, honestly, like, that's not my goal. I think this is going a little bit too hard. But if this is how you feel, then maybe we can go talk with, like, a supervisor or something, and we can fix this. Oh, so now you're threatening me. Now you're threatening me with going to somebody? Okay, well, you're intimidating me and you're threatening me, Caesar. I don't want you back in my class.
Oh.
Whoa.
And she just fucked me up. This was the penultimate week. The next week was the final project. And then we were done. So I'm like, motherfucker. I just get myself kicked out of that class. And like, I was so pissed off at her, but so pissed off at myself too. And then one of the girls, she actually felt so bad, she started crying like big time, and she ran away, and then she came back and she sat down next to me for like 30 minutes, and she's like, it's so unfair, Caesar, like you don't deserve that. And she was telling me that, she's like, you didn't even say anything wrong, and she's saying that, and blah blah blah. In the end, after the class, the teacher came and apologized to me,
Bro.
and she had a student there mediating us. The student was the teacher's pet, so it's like the teacher's like, yeah, Caesar, you should apologize. Caesar, come on, like just move on.
Why is
And I'm like,
student?
why should I apologize?
Why?
Like,
You didn't do anything wrong.
Why student?
She,
Why did another teacher?
She was intimidated.
she was intimidated. Yeah,
She
she
was
did.
threatened.
She did not seem intimidated to me at all. But after that, I apologized to her. She never apologized to me at all whatsoever. Like always, it's always an ego thing. Because why not apologize for also being part of the problem, for also getting into an argument?
Yeah.
No. She's like, thank you for your apology, Caesar, and whatnot.
Oh.
And that was it.
God.
And then after that, I went and I put a complaint against her.
Did anything ever happen with that?
No. Never.
The
Yeah.
usual? Got it.
Usual.
Got
The
it.
usual. Or they tell you, if you want to escalate this, we're gonna have to reveal your identity. It's like, so then, what's the point of that? I know.
Damn.
I know.
Well.
So don't take
anyways.
that class.
Bref.
Oh my God. Yeah.
So.
Uh,
2 episodes in a
Caesar
row.
and, Caesar and teachers just don't get along.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't. But I've always had that problem. You could say I have a problem with authority. I do not like abuse of power. I do not like people that like think they're better than you just because of something. And a lot of teachers are like that. Some of the best people I've met have been teachers who really care about the student's success. And then some are other teachers that like, if I'm late, I'm allowed to be late. But if anybody's late, no, like you're not allowed in class, stuff like that. Like we were talking last episode. I do not get along with those type of people, and I don't stay quiet. I always like speak out when I don't like someone or something that they're doing. Like I always say, I'm not gonna be an assault you, but I don't stay quiet. And I've always had problems with teachers. Always. The amount of times my dad had gone to school when I was young in high school because I got in trouble with teachers. But at the same time, I'm not saying that there's discrimination everywhere, but there definitely is a certain amount of discrimination. The amount of guys, you hear me speaking in English, right? You know my level of English. The fact that I was in an English class in high school and I got like a 62 when most of the people there couldn't even make like a sentence without f***ing up the verb. My dad went and asked for a grade review, and all they told him is that doesn't exist here in Canada.
Bro.
Yes, it does. It exists in Mexico. I'm sure it exists here. No, in Canada it doesn't exist. And then you have the 2 other secretaries. Oui, monsieur, ça n'existe pas ici. Ça, c'est quelque chose qu'on fait pas ici.
Oh.
Oh.
It happens. There's discrimination everywhere. You find good people and bad people everywhere. So I've had bad experiences, and that's why I don't get along with a lot of teachers.
Caesar's
In
a man
summary.
of justice.
I am.
Yes, you are.
Did you guys never get in trouble in high school or something? Nobody?
No.
I literally we had something called rond-point in my school. It's
What
called
was that?
it's essentially detention during class hours.
Oh.
And I was willingly on my last year because I never went. Was trying to go there. So I tried doing stupid shit during my last few weeks of high school. Like the one time I got really close, I was like bickering with a substitute because she was just being a. I started bickering with them. Security had to come get me, and I'm like,
Oh.
just bring me to detention because I really wanted to go. I was like very intrigued. I'm like, no, we can't do that right now. We can't have you go there. I'm like, why not? And we went back and forth. So I'm just like, I'll just walk there. No, I just walk there. I get there, it's closed. I'm like, that's why you can't bring me there. So essentially, they brought me back to class, and I still started bickering with the teacher.
Have you ever been in detention or something like that?
I have.
Yeah, you look like you have.
For sharing candy
Actually?
during class.
Got it.
No.
Got it.
I think I got you beat for having jeans that were torn on the knees. Me? No, me.
No,
Me?
in this high school.
Why would I tell you what you've been in detention for?
I was like, what is he talking about?
For candy?
Yes, it was a science lab.
They
Well,
were
it's not a lab. It was
They were
theory.
edible.
They were edibles.
Oh, it was blue candy, yeah.
No, it was. You know those minty XL
Talking about-
like candies
Yeah.
that you just And I gave one to my classmate right next to me. Teacher caught us and said, "Tommy, outside." I was like, okay.
Yeah. Well,
And he comes outside. He's like, "You go to detention." Otherwise,
you ask him
that's
why?
what we. Oh, you're not allowed to share food in class.
Oh,
Yeah, but now
I was
you're-
like, yeah, and I was like, you wanna try it? And he's like, no, that's enough. You're going to the directrice, whatever.
and how does it work here? Because I know in Mexico you get like reports and your parents have to sign that. Does it work like that?
No.
Yeah.
no.
I mean,
Just
I
go
think
to
it depends
detention?
from school to school. For my school, how it used to be is like we had like a detention center. It was called the entracte. That's what it's called at my school.
Okay.
So what you would do is like usually when this happens is always like you said, it's always when there's a substitute. Because I don't know, like when there's a substitute, it tends to like flip a switch inside students. Where
You
they,
assholes.
yeah, they're like, this guy's life is miserable. He's already
Let's make it more miserable.
Let's make it more miserable. And then they just start. It's like I'm not even joking. Like I'll be honest. When I entered high school, I had that problem. I've never been sent, but I got warned a lot of times. But then after like grade 9, which is like secondary 3, I became someone who's like very diplomatic and very like even when something's wrong, I tend to keep my calm.
Yeah.
And I think that's good because I feel like if I was like back then where I would just straight up talk back, it's just too problematic. And I also learned that it's always best not to talk back because you don't know who you might be,
Dealing
talking back with. And if you're talking back to a wrong person, it can get you in trouble. And
Yes.
it's better to just keep it diplomatic and deal with it on your own.
Oh yeah. I don't even remember what they used to call detention in my school. I just know I got it a lot for being late or for having torn jeans, which always pissed me off. Because you would always see these guys with their pants showing their ass,
Oh,
like they're
yeah,
trying
like
to be
that.
like gangsters or something, walking around. The teachers just go like, "Put your pants up." Then they put it up. They
And
keep
then
walking, and then they
go
put them
down.
back down. And then there's me, who was just a little nerdy kid, walking around with jeans that were like a little bit torn here, because like you know the style of like the torn jeans. Oh, you're not allowed to wear those pants. Detention. Like really? But like, man, like I got so frustrated with that kind of thing.
I had a uniform.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, the uniform.
Yeah, I had
Oh, no,
uniforms
I didn't.
I had uniforms through like high school,
I got you.
and I think in like during COVID time, they actually like removed it.
Oh shit, it's true. You guys. Oh yeah, no, my high school was.
You're using both hands is crazy.
I graduated high school 8 years ago. 8 years ago. So that means so Sec 5, Sec 4, Sec 3, Sec 2, Sec 1. I started Sec 1 around goddamn wait,
Math.
1, 2,
17,
3, 4, 5,
2017.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years ago. 12 years ago.
Damn.
12 years ago,
A decade.
I started high school.
Calm down.
A decade.
A decade.
Yeah.
20 years.
Saint Maxime. Shout out Saint Maxime Martin. Best high school. No, it was a really high school.
Oh.
I got into knife fights in high school.
We'll leave it at that.
Well,
That's for you.
That's
We'll leave it
what
at that.
for the next.
Yo, leave it at that. That's a bit too much.
we can live.
All right. Well, thank you very much for tuning in to the 3rd episode of Talking Points. Again, we hope you enjoyed your break. We hope you have a good return to school. And I'm not sure what day this would be posted at, so we hope that you are going to GeekCon or that you went to GeekCon and you were able to get something nice. So again, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and also follow our Instagram. And remember, like always,
We'll see you soon.